It's 102.7 KIIS-FM. My name is Sisanie, and we are hanging out at the Lacoste Live Pool Party Coachella weekend. And I got Martin Solveig hanging out with us. Thank you so much for coming by.
It's my pleasure.
I know you were excited about, you know, coming in and checking out the pool party. Now you're relaxing because you already performed yesterday.
Exactly. This place looks exactly like the pool party they had in Boogie Nights. You know,
no.
In the Paul Thomas Anderson movie, you know the
movie Boogie Nights?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know the movie.
And so you know, that place looks.
Maybe
exactly
they filmed.
like
maybe they filmed it.
I wonder if John C. Reilly is making the cocktails somewhere.
Probably.
That would be so cool.
Probably. Well, you know, your performance yesterday. I was telling you how we got done here around 5:30, and I was like racing to Coachella to make sure I caught your set, and I did, and you killed it, man. I always do.
I don't always do, but
yes, you do.
But that time was really, and I said it from the bottom of my heart, one of the set of my life. The crowd is ridiculously good, and also, I mean, you know, it's one of those magic moments when the sun is exactly coming right down in the tent, and so sunset. It's like it was mind-blowing. I liked your effects too, because you also had like the crowd on the LCD screens, and so that's kind of cool, and a lot of other DJs didn't do that, and so I thought it was cool. It's all about the crowd. What is it like? Yeah, so do you change your setup sometimes depending on the crowd, or do you kind of already know what you're gonna play ahead of time? I mean, when it gets to really big numbers like yesterday, or when I do stadiums or stuff like that, I have a precise idea of where I'm gonna go. But typically yesterday, at some point, I changed directions a little bit, and just because I felt, you know, sometimes it's just the energies, you know, just leaving a certain level of concentration of energy and then drop, then, you know, that's just that kind of stuff. It's very technical, it's a bit boring, but it's exciting. I appreciate stuff like that. So European crowds versus American crowds. I mean, this is kind of a biased question, but what do you prefer? It is, but I mean, it's I'm more comfortable to answer this question on US soil. Well, here we are. It's just, well, the reason for the US being so crazy good at the moment it's because it's still it's still very fresh and very new, and they are catching up with all this music that that in your guys' eyes has been, you're huge in Europe, but you're technically somewhat of a new artist here in America. Of course, it's always, you know, from an artist perspective, it's always it's always better to be new, you know, than to be. It's always a lot more difficult to be an established artist and everything, which is the kind of thing I'm facing now in France, and it's a total different deal. So of course I'm having the time of my life here, and everyone does, and well, we try to not forget about our roots and to fly back to Europe and play some shows there. Definitely. Well, you know, the EDM movement here in America is just phenomenal, obviously. What's your take on kind of it just, you know, progressing in the future? Do you see this lasting for a long time? It could. It's the music of today, and it's definitely a large, very wide, you know, it's like, it could be considered as I don't know, like the hip-hop and R&B movement or something like that. It's going to have many different aspects to it, very different kind of artists. It already kind of has those flavors, like with dubstep and, you know, exactly. You have like very
techno trance.
Exactly. So you have many different aspects of it, and also many different images that goes with it, which is nice, and so I think probably every artist now just needs to do his thing. Push is right, and obviously collaborating with artists like Madonna is definitely a good move. How did you guys tag up? Well, in the first place, I guess she was considering in working with some guys like me, and yeah, she technically got a hold of you, right? Her manager called me, and I know they called a few other guys that they were thinking, because they liked our stuff and everything, and then we just tried to spend some time in the studio, and it went on super well. It was very easy, and so we found a good communication, and that was it. And there it is. Well, you know, obviously you've got huge success. Congratulations on everything. Thanks so much. Your next single, The Night Out, I love it. It's amazing. I want it to blow up just as big. It's my little baby. It's like, it's my crazy baby, because it's the first single when I'm like actually singing to it.
Oh really?
So yeah, so it's
special.
a bit special.
So if you're watching this video, you gotta get that single and let's blow it up.
Yeah. So there is this thing that we released on YouTube just last week, which is actually the part of the series Smash, with all the videos and the short films that I'm directing with Tristan, and so it shows a little bit that, and then there will be music videos, and of course also there are great remixes by A-Track and Madonna.
Definitely. And who are you looking forward to seeing tonight at Coachella?
I'm gonna have it's gonna be very different vibes. I'm gonna go for Florence and the Machine, because I have never seen her live and I love her, and I'm also gonna go for Girl Talk, which is more of a party thing. I don't know. I'm sure you know.
Yes.
I've played once with him he wouldn't remember this, like that was like 4 years ago in the US, and I played after him, and when I arrived on stage, I was like, what the hell am I going to do now, because he just sort of so destroyed everyone, with all the mashups and everything, plus the guy is like, to me, is like the Anthony Kiedis of the DJs, he's like the red hot DJ.
Definitely.
It's so cool, but I really have fun. I really have. I would like, if I get married one day, I would like him to perform for my wedding.
Wow, look at that! There you go. You heard it here first.
So I mean that you would never come, but yeah, it's I like to have fun. So this is a lot of fun.
Well, let today be a relaxing, pool party day for you. You don't have to work, so that's a good feeling. And then you'll be back next weekend, of course, for the second weekend of Coachella. Martin Solveig, everybody. It's 102.7 KIIS-FM. Thank you so much for coming by.